up, guys? What's going on? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Let me know if everyone can hear me okay, and we'll get started. So, I got some exciting stuff going on next week that I didn't plan on. But, can't let you guys in on everything. I gotta keep some suspense and a little bit of surprise, but next week is gonna be hectic. Hectic, boys. Next week's gonna be crazy. Just working out the details right now on next week, so big week coming up next week. What's going on, John Smith? Good evening. What's up? What's up? Lamar, ayo, what's up, Lamar? So we'll kind of just kick it on here again like usual. You guys know the deal. We'll just chit chat. You guys have any questions? You guys want to talk about your builds? Talk about my builds? Whatever. Either way, I'm cool with whatever. We're all gearheads here, so. Eric R, what's up, bro? What's up, Eric? What's going on, man? Man, today kicked me in the butt. I got so much stuff. I did so much stuff today. I'm like just spent. So I made 2 videos today. I posted one to the main channel and one to Boosted Motorsports 2. If you guys don't know about our backup channel, we've got 2 channels. So I posted a vlog to Boosted Motorsports 2, and I posted another update on the Dodge Dakota on the main page. So we got 2 videos for you guys. I worked on the truck a little bit today, so that was when if you guys watched today's video on the main channel and you guys heard me say it was the next day, that was actually today. So I finished filming it this morning, edited it, and then uploaded it, and then I had to, if you guys watched the vlog on Boosted Motorsports 2, I needed some parts for the trunk, for the interior on the S2000, so that thing's like absolutely done. Some new carpet parts. We drove all the way to North Hollywood to get those carpet parts. That was that whole sketchy ghetto thing. And then drove all the way back, and then I still needed like the tool kit for the trunk. It's like a big piece of styrofoam with a jack and like the wrench and all that stuff. And when I looked on Facebook Marketplace, there was a guy selling exactly what I needed all the way back in North Hollywood again, which is like 2 hours. So I had to drive all the way back there again today and get that, and then drive so I did like 4 hours of driving. I just got back not too long ago, so it's been a hectic day. I wanted to get more done on the truck, but I kind of wanted to just think about how I wanted to approach the next little part of it anyways. But let's see what you guys are saying. Mark, like that sweater. I do got the other boosted sweater. Nice. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to like come up with different designs too. I want to like do another one as well. This one was a black and white one. I just did simple, which I like, honestly. It's clean looking, but I want to do kind of like a Supreme looking one where it's got like the red lettering maybe. I don't know. I think it would be cool. So I got some other designs on the way, but I just got so much on my plate, you guys. Like I said, if you guys are just joining in, I'm super giddy today, I guess, if that's the right word, because I got some fun stuff. Me and Jonathan, I think, are going on an adventure next week, so we're gonna take the cameras with us, boys, as always. But we got a bit of a trip planned for next week. It's gonna be crazy. Darren's Mopar Express. Hey John, how are you tonight, bro? Loving all the vids on this Dakota stuff. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like, yeah, I honestly, and I think I was talking to some other people and some buddies and whatever, and like, when I first got into the Hellcat swap, I was like super stoked for just the engine and the transmission, like getting the drivetrain into there. And then as this whole project evolved, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm almost just as excited for the improvements on the interior on the Dakota as I am for the improvements, performance wise. Because I mean, the inside of this truck is gonna look so good, you guys, when it's all done. Like, it doesn't even look like the same thing. Like, when I put the dash pad in there and I got the seat, even though I'm just sitting on the crusty old Dakota seat, but you got the armrest in there, and like, I don't know, by the time we put like that 8.4 U-Connect and the Hellcat gauge cluster, and we got the console shifter, and we get the steering wheel with the paddles, like, it's going to be insane in there. So, like I said, I'm almost as excited for inside and all the new amenities that are coming as I am having all the extra power and performance. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, I didn't plan on the interior being this. I don't know if you guys find it interesting, exciting, or boring, whatever it is, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting excited for the interior all of a sudden, which I never planned on initially. I just thought get the interior in, get it done as fast as possible so we can move on to the engine, which is still what I want to do, but I don't know, I'm enjoying the process quite a bit more than I thought I would getting the interior done. It's fun kind of just customizing this and knowing that nobody's messed with it before and I'm trying to make it work without ruining the pieces that I have to get it to work. That's like the key right there. If you had like 5 spare dashes, you could just go crazy and just hack them all up until one of them work. But the fact that I only have one dash right now and I only have one good frame, like I have to really count my steps and take careful steps so that we don't, turn anything into junk, right? Even the truck itself, right? Like the video from today, that bulge or whatever we're calling that big bump on the bottom there. Like, I don't know. I was kind of listening to some of your comments because I was reading some of them from today. I think some of you guys are right too. Like two things on that bulge is what I'm thinking is, we could cut out that steel portion, and we can make it so those plastic ducts go where they want to go, and it's all beautiful and dandy and whatever. But the amount of work, there's two things. Some guys are talking about structural rigidity, which I get, but I was planning on boxing it back in just on a different angle, and so that we had more room. So there's the rigidity thing, but that goes out the window because, like I said, I was going to box it back in. But there's two aspects of it. One is the amount of work to cut that all out and then box it all back in. It's going to be a lot of work, and if we can avoid that work, I think that would be preferable. The other thing I got to do, and probably is going to be tomorrow, is I got to get that HVAC box up into the general area, whatever you're calling it, heater box. It's got the AC, it's got the heater core, all that stuff in it. But that box and the blower motor attached to it, I got to get that box roughly where it's got to go so that I know if I've got to notch out that portion there. Because I don't know, I think probably, guys, it probably makes sense, like you guys are saying, if we have to take like a chunk here, chunk there out of that bulge to get the heater box to fit, I think that's probably better to do that. Just a couple alterations where we can, so that we don't have to reconstruct that whole thing. Because part of the thing is that thing has like seam sealer all over it. It's completely sealed, or should be sealed, because when it rains, water actually goes in that cowl. So if I cut all that out and re-weld it, it has to be like 100%, because otherwise we'll get fumes in the cab, we'll get rain in the cab, and I just don't want to mess with it if I don't have to. So if I have to take a chunk here and remold it, or put a couple different patches in different areas, that's a lot easier than completely cutting it out and reconstructing it. So I'm thinking and leaning towards that. And then, like you guys mentioned, and I also said too, I can either try to use like a heat gun and like kind of bend those plastic, whatever we're calling them, the ducts, and bend them where we want to, or I could bend them, I can cut them, I can re-plastic weld them, all that good stuff. So a lot of stuff. But like I said, this is all kind of things that, in reading your guys' comments and stuff like that, and then me wrapping my head around it, it's it comes together and we come up with a plan. So your feedback is important too, guys. So that's why I appreciate when you guys comment and stuff like that. Gives me ideas too. Like you guys were saying about chopping the plastic vent and then using corrugated piping up to it, which is a good idea as well, right? So we could do that way, like the connections that, the duct has that proper connection on it, leaving that, and then maybe putting like a corrugated piping up to it. Because I mean, honestly, the stock Dakota dash has that corrugated piping in it. It's smaller, mind you, but it's, I don't know, maybe like a 2.5 inch corrugated pipe, but it does use it from the factory. So let me catch up to you guys in these comments here. DG, hey gang, what's up? What's up, D? Eric, dude, how do you have so much motivation to get things done? I barely get myself to wash my vehicles. Honestly, I guess a couple answers to that. I push myself really hard, but I've always pushed myself really hard. If you guys can see, maybe I should go this way. If you guys can see behind me right here, like I used to be a professional athlete, and most of you guys don't know, but I actually competed in Winter X Games. So like, I went to Winter X Games for snowcross, which you can see behind me here. I don't know, this thing's backwards when I'm leaning, but yeah, I went to Winter X Games and competed in Winter X Games. So, and when I was racing snowcross and even motocross, like it was all me. So it was up to me to go to the gym, train, practice, all that stuff. So I've always pushed myself really hard, and so that's that aspect to me. And the other part is I truly, as you guys probably know by now, I'm like passionate and like enjoy this stuff. I love taking things apart, putting them back together, modifying them, making them better. I don't know, like performance stuff. Like, I don't know. For me, even if I didn't have this YouTube thing, I was already doing this before. Like, before YouTube, and I started this YouTube, I was already doing this on my own time. YouTube just became a different place where I was sharing it. Like, before YouTube, because I'm like 33, so before when I was growing up, it was all about the forums. So everyone would go on the forums, you would take pictures, you would host the pictures, and you would kind of write, like, you'd take a picture and you'd say what you did, take a picture, say what you did. And if there's a bunch of young guys here, you guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think a lot of you older guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I used to do that with my build. So I would be, a member on a forum, and you would take pictures, talk about what you did, and you could do a DIY there. I used to do stuff like that. And then YouTube became a thing, so that's where all this came from. So regardless of YouTube or not, this is just the way I am. Like, I like modifying stuff. Like I said, when I was like 17 or 18, I built like a 700 horsepower Honda S2000 with a huge single turbo, spraying methanol injection, and that was at like 18 years old, I think, or something like that. So I've always done this stuff. It's just it's just fun to me, honestly. Like, so that's where I get the motivation, I guess. One, my work ethic, and I've always been like that. And two, I really, truly do like all this stuff. So it's not an act. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing the project with you guys, and hopefully you guys get motivated or can learn something, or we can both learn. Like, you guys already know, like, I'm not claiming to be an expert at whatever the hell we're doing right now in the garage. Like, I've never done it. You guys probably have never done it, but we'll figure it out, right? A little bit of logic, a little bit of patience, put some thought into it, and you guys see day in, day out, we make a little bit of progress, a little bit more progress, and we're just chipping away at this thing that's never been done. So it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, just one step at a time, right? Baby steps, and all those little steps add up into a completed truck. That's all it is. Joshua, nice seeing the S2K back out in the wild. I know, right? We kind of put baby in the corner a little bit there. But, I mean, I was dailying the Dakota quite a bit, which, I don't know. The Dakota's a little bit easier because it's got more, even though it's a lowered truck, it had more ground clearance. I could just drive around. The Dakota, I didn't really have to worry about parking it and potentially getting it stolen. The S2000 is like one of those highly stolen vehicles. It's got a soft top. It really doesn't take much to take that thing away or, I don't know, steal it, I guess. So I try not to leave it around in places. And the Dakota the keyword was something I could drive around without worrying about it too much. But now with all the stuff we're putting into it, it's almost becoming a thing that I'm foreseeing that in the future, I don't know if I'll be able to leave that thing out in plain sight like I once did. Just the amount of time, money, and all that stuff that's going into that truck. It would be brutal if that thing went missing. So yeah, it's fun, but I'm trying to sell the S2000. And if you guys are just joining the live, I have a huge, what do I even call it? Surprise for you guys next week. Like I said, I did not plan this. I kind of did, kind of didn't. I was talking about a different daily vehicle, daily driver, last week on the live. And I may or may not have purchased a daily driver. So that's what next week's going to be about. I'm not going to spoil the surprise because it's going to be cool. But it's kind of a project. Not really, but kind of a project. Well, you guys already know. Everything we get, we end up tinkering with. But we got another daily, so yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. But maybe I'll explain a little bit more in a bit, but not too much. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Anthony, hey yo, what's up? What's up, Anthony? What's going on, man? Adrian, what did you use to lower the truck? I don't know which one you mean. Which truck do you mean? Most of them have been Beltec. The Dakota was Beltec. Um, we did hangers in the rear and springs in the front. Actually, most of it is Beltec. The fourth gen Ram was Beltec. And actually, the only one that's not is the SRT10. That one's J&P or JVP or however you guys say those guys. JSVP. I don't know. The Dodge Viper truck specialist guys. That has those lowering blocks in the back. But I don't know which one you mean. Let me know. I think he cut the springs. No, we don't do that here. Adrian, and is it possible to do it on a Ram 1500 2000? I mean, you can lower anything, really. John Brum, what's up, man? What's going on, John? Doing the interior is next level, bro. Thanks, man. Like I said, it's fun. I didn't anticipate it to be this fun, but I'm just like chipping away at this thing for the day that we get to power up the inside with all the gauge and the that's gonna be crazy, you guys, to see that finally come to life. So I'm just waiting for that. Everything is built up to be that, and I think it's gonna be cool. Adrian, and for the back, yeah, I would check out Beltec. I'm sure they probably have something, but I haven't looked for a 2000 honestly. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Somebody just dropped $5. Eric, I'll start this super chat. Let's help him get this build going. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, this is costing quite a bit of money, but I'm not complaining because I'm having fun. But yeah, there's no tricks to this thing. It was a lot of money out of pocket. So, oh, and I don't think before last live the engine is sold, so that was one good thing. We got the old engine sold, not old, whatever. The 5.9 that was in the truck with the cam, with transmission and everything, that's sold, which is kind of cool because it's going to somebody local, so we'll probably get to still see it and hear it kicking around too. So, but that was good because that's a bit of a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to worry about storing it or keeping it in the room and the space. But appreciate it, Eric. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. I'm just scrolling through your comments. MG. Grand Canyon, the DAC Cat is a better name. The interior makes it unbelievable. Yeah, thanks, man. Like I said, this thing is going to be pretty much as much Hellcat stuff as I can possibly envision going into this stuff. So it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun. We're not stopping anytime soon. 7 and don't think it's possible. I'm not sure what you're referring to. John Smith, are you going to cut out the bulge and re-weld the firewall? Makes RT look more professional. Oh, makes it look more professional. I don't see, the thing is, and like you're saying about being professional, I don't have like Jesse James metal bending equipment here, right? So I would like to, like, in a perfect world, if I had like, you know, one of those, what do they call it, French wheel or English wheel or whatever, where you roll the freaking piece of metal. Like, I don't have that, right? You guys all know what I'm talking about. You ever watch Orange County Choppers or anything like that, where they are doing the fenders and they're rolling it through that English wheel thing? Like, I don't have any stuff to make it like beautiful. So if I cut it out, it's probably just going to be like a flat piece or something with like one bend in it. Adrian, my buddy at Sinister Stripes, he's got a brake, a metal brake, but I've never even used one personally. So, and again, if we can avoid cutting that out, I think I'm going to avoid it at all costs because, like I said, I'm going to have to re-weld the whole thing and then make sure it's sealed. Also, I'll have to go in from the inside, probably put seam sealer on it, paint it so that none of it rusts in the future. Like, it's just a whole extra headache. So if I don't have to, I won't, but we'll see. I'm going to mess with it more tomorrow. We'll see where we get. Darren, I think that's what got me extra excited is all the Hellcat interior cluster screen as well as the motor and trans. Makes for more of a real full deal that I've never seen anywhere else done. Yeah, that's like I said. Everyone's getting mad at me for claiming anything these days, but I don't care. I'm pretty sure we could claim that we're the only ones to be putting a newer Charger dash into one of these Dakotas. So, like I said, I think it's a full deal, like you mentioned, man. I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm just as excited for the interior upgrade as I am engine and performance upgrade at this point. But it wasn't planned that way. I just wanted to have the power and everything, and then this came along. By the time we had all the modules, I'm like, well, we have all the modules. We might as well just put it on that dash, right? And then one thing led to another, and here we are. Hold on. Somebody just gave a super chat. Alex. Thank you, sir. $9.99. Alex just contributed. Should be called Hell DAC, in my opinion. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I mean, you guys can help me, label this thing too, and what we want to call it. I mean, the irony about the whole thing is I was almost thinking, like, technically speaking, I could put, like, the little Hellcat emblem on the side, but I almost feel like it's so, like, there's so many racers and stuff that put them on a regular vehicle that I think it's going to look cheesy. Even though we truly do have, or are going to have Hellcat components in this thing, I think if we put a Hellcat emblem, like, right on that fender on the side, like where it's supposed to be, I think it's going to look so cheesy just because everybody does it to cars that aren't actually Hellcat. So I think we'll have to come up with something to put on there. I was kind of thinking of doing different stuff. Like, how on the tailgate, like, it says, like, Dodge all in just big letters. Like, I don't know. I kind of wanted to play with some of that stuff. Like, and it's got 5.9 RT, so I think we're going to pull off the 5.9, right? So we'll have to come up with something to put there. I don't know. I kind of wanted to play, because I got the vinyl cutter and stuff. Like, I almost wanted to play with some stuff and put, like, instead of Dodge, put, like, DUHHH or something like that. Or, I don't know. Just play with it a bit. But we'll definitely have to come up with a name. I don't know if anyone's officially claimed Hellcoda, but I think that just has a nice ring to it, right? Hellcat. But, I mean, the Trackhawk has a weird name too, though, right? And then you got Hellephant. So that's why I was coming up with Hell, and then the last part of Dakota, which is Hellcoda. But either way, we can take a vote on it. So appreciate it, Alex, and thank you again to Eric as well for the super chats. Appreciate it, guys. Let me try to run through your comments as well. Where are we here? Stunna San, sell me the Mopar headers off the Magnum. Maybe. Forged Viper engine for the surprise for next week. No. So the surprise for next week is going to be actually a new vehicle, if everything goes as planned. And you guys know me, and I've said it before, I don't like to say things unless it's 100%. But at this point, it's like 99.9%. So it's another vehicle that's coming to the channel, believe it or not. As if we don't have enough vehicles. But another vehicle will be coming to the channel next week. I know, like I said, it wasn't like, I can't pick the timing. It's just I got an unbelievable deal on a vehicle that I literally, like, what's the saying that people say? Like, when you, like, throw something at the wall and then, like, it sticks? I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. But, like, I was literally just, like, casting something out there, and it actually stuck. And I was like, oh, crap. I guess we're going on a trip next week. It wasn't planned whatsoever. I just casually threw something out there, and it actually stuck. So I was, like I said, I was looking at some different stuff, and I was bidding on some stuff. Well, not some stuff. I saw something. I was like, oh, cool. Look at that. That's a pretty good price. And I literally just, like, casually put out a bid, and I was like, and I won it. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're going on a road trip. So that's the situation for next week. But I will share that with you guys once that unfolds. So, like I said, I'm planning everything right now, but it looks like middle of next week, you guys are going to see that content. So I have from now, Friday, until I think Tuesday, most of Tuesday, to work on the truck, and then probably from like Wednesday to the weekends, I won't be able to work on the truck because I won't be here. But trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth like the 4-day delay or 5-day delay, whatever it is. You guys are going to be stoked on it. Let's see. Are you gonna cut the balls? No, I already answered that one. David, I saw the hint for a potential Ram purchase and it got me excited. After I got my 2019 Ram Classic, I found your channel. I haven't looked back after subscribing. Appreciate it, David. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, like I said, you guys will have to wait till next week to see. But like I said, it's a daily driver, and I don't like to make false promises. So, like I said, it looks like everything's a go. I guess I can tell you that I bid on something and I won the auction. So as far as I can tell, everything's a go. So unless something happens along the way, like as far as I don't know the deal or whatever, it looks like everything's go ahead. So gonna be crazy, boys. Gonna be crazy. Like I said, it wasn't something that I planned because obviously we were so busy with the build, and I just dropped a bunch of money on the Hellcat build, obviously, and it's still not finished as we're going along here, but like I said, I was just casting out something and this stuck, and I really didn't plan on winning the auction for the price that I did. I kind of just threw a bid out there and I won the auction. So now we're going. MG, exactly. It's a Mopar fantasy. That's funny. I know this truck is gonna be wild. Who knows where this will take us, guys? Like we never know. Never know. Joshua, the interior swap looks crazy. Appreciate it, man. Jason, let's see. Jason's comment. Loving it. Loving the project. Always wanted to do what you're doing, Hemi in a Dakota. Thanks, man. I think everybody's kind of thought about it too, and I know I thought about it for a while, but I just initially thought that we could take the 5.9 a little further, but I just started getting frustrated with the level of performance for the amount of time and money that we were investing into it. I'm not saying you can't get it done, but it's just, it's a lot easier to make power with the newer stuff for sure, and at a better price. I feel like I know we spent a lot of money on the Hellcat, but it's like it's from the factory, like it's designed for that much power. So I know you could probably spend 10 grand or 6 grand or 8 grand on a Magnum and you can make X number of horsepower, but it's gonna be a custom thing that's gonna be finicky, and you're gonna have to tune it might not always run right, and there's just always stuff that goes along with that. So we're gonna have bone stock reliable power initially, and then we'll obviously turn things up once we get the chassis sorted out. That's the plan. Adrian, cut just a piece for the vents. Yeah, that's I think that's what we're talking about. So I'm gonna mess with it more tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. D, can you salvage parts of the donor firewall? That thing is gone. So and I'm not too worried about it, honestly. So it's not so much the firewall that I have to be concerned with. It's just the holes that I'm gonna have to cut out that are gonna be different, and then we'll fill accordingly. So we'll keep messing with it. We'll be all right. Joshua, David, this is a great channel for checking 4th gen mods. Also keep in mind the 4th gens are an easy plug and play for factory upgrades too. Yeah. I mean the plug and play aspect, you do have to turn on the sales codes, but if you got somebody that can turn them on for you, like you said, you can plug and play a lot of stuff, which is cool. But yeah, we did if you guys don't already know, we did a ton of 4th gen stuff, which is why I sold my 4th gen, because I think I got burnt out on the 4th gen, honestly. I did so much 4th gen stuff that I feel like I did enough and to do my part for the community, and I just was over that thing. I didn't want to work on it anymore, and I wanted to free up some funds at the time because I didn't really have, how do I even say that? I didn't have that much funds at the time. I just, purchased a house and stuff, and I really didn't have that much money to free up for a new project. So, yeah, I sold it so that I could have some, money to play with different projects, which was what led us to the Dakota. So the whole reason why the Dakota RT came on the channel is because we sold the 4th gen. But now I'm realizing that the success of the Dakota, or the popularity of the Dakota, now I need a truck like I had before to be able to tow stuff. So I need some sort of truck to tow stuff and to potentially drag the Dakota to some of these races and stuff. So yeah. Where are we here in the comments? D, I found the motivation to get my car washed with a local car wash membership. There you go. That's motivation at its finest. Adrian, you can do a scoop in metal on that part on the firewall just to make it for the vents. A scoop. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you could do that too. Could do that too. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. Like, just cut out like a section. I don't know. Honestly, like, there's no reason for us, our purposes, why they have to go way the heck out and come back in. So, I might try to modify them. I think I have spare ones. I have to double check my parts bin, but I think I have spare ones. I think I got a full set of those ducts with the new dash, and I think I still have pretty much a full set of those ducts that I got with the wrecked car. So I'll have to see what I have tomorrow. I'll have to dig everything up. Then we can decide. So that means we potentially have 2 sets of ducts that we can play with. JBZ. Someone mentioned just using the center vent and not worrying about the ducting to the outer vents. That box is made to cool or heat a sedan. You'll have wind in a regular cab mid-sized truck. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I mean, air coming out of the vents is air coming out of the vents. It's not like it's going to come faster out of those vents than it would come out of anything else. Yeah, we're going to have, like, better cooling abilities or heating abilities, but it's not like the thing's going to blow our freaking hat off our head or something. So I'd rather it come out of where it's supposed to come out of. The only thing that it's looking like the defroster function might be a little bit harder since we're running out of room at the front of the dash, but I don't plan on living in the North Pole either, so rarely do I ever have to use the defroster anyways, so I think we'll be okay. But I'll try to kind of see if I can squeak it in there somewhere, but it's not going to be in the original spot because we trimmed off most of that spot, as you guys know from watching the videos. MG, Dak Cat. That's what MG votes. Joey, what did I miss? Not too much. We're just talking about some different stuff. But some plans for next week. Plans for the truck. That kind of stuff. John Smith, even if you re-weld the firewall and use seam sealer over the welds, you won't get any leaks. Yeah. I mean, that's the way to go. The only thing is, some of it will be hard to access. Like, you guys saw where I stuck the camera in today's video. It's like, if we seal that back off, to get in there is like, unless you've got arms like Gumby, there's no way you're going to be able to get your hands up in there. Joey, how much around do you want for the S2000? Send me a direct message or message on Facebook or Instagram if you're curious. MG 8.3 liter. What is that with? Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. Just a Ram, $2. Thank you, sir. Hey, you. These things are funny, these little super chats. I don't even know. What is that, a pear? What is that thing dancing over there? It's a pear with a bandana? I don't know, but appreciate it. Just a Ram. Just a Ram. Oh, I want to say something, but I can't. I don't want to spoil the surprise for next week. I can't spoil it. Can't spoil it. I'm holding back. All right, let me get through some of these comments. Oh, Wayne, this is a good question, actually. You get the right oil pan. Let me show you guys something. Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta close a couple windows to not spoil something here. Where is it? Give me 1 second. And is this it? Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to pull this up while I talk to you guys. The pan for this. What the heck was it called again? Oh, here it is. So, or maybe I'll just tell you. It might be easier. Whatever. I can switch screens. So I was having a bunch of issues. I should actually tell you this. I was having issues with getting the oil pan. As you guys know, I ordered it. When the heck was that? Weeks ago from Jegs. I ordered a Milodon one, and it was supposed to be, like I said, it was in stock, ready to ship, whatever, yada yada, with the pickup tube. Well, I placed the order because it said it was going to ship out, and then that got delayed like huge. So I called Jegs. They told me it wasn't going to be here, or wasn't going to ship out. Sorry, not even be here. It wasn't going to ship out until the middle of January. So I was like, no, we can't do that, obviously. And then, so I asked them, well, do you guys have any other ones? Do you guys have the Moroso one? Like, I checked on your web, it says it's in stock. So the guy does some checking, whatever. And he says, yep, it's in stock. I said, can you double, triple check? Like, your website says it's in there, but, you know, this happened with the Melodon one. Can you check for us? So he puts me on hold, does whatever checking he's got to do. Says, yep, it's ready to go. Do you want to order it? It says it's going to ship out. It says right on the website, will ship out within 24 hours. Cool. It's like, it was like almost $300 more than the Milodon one, but I was like, we got to get this oil pan, right? Place the order. Nothing. Don't hear anything back. A day goes by. Nothing. 2 days goes by. Nothing. Finally, I log in. I don't see anything. I don't hear any tracking number. I call them. I think I called them like a few days later, but it was like over the course of a weekend, so it might have been almost 5 days later. Called them. Where's my oil pan? As soon as I called them, all of a sudden I get an email saying that my order got back ordered. And when I talked to them on the phone, they were saying it got back ordered all the way until Christmas. I was furious, guys. Like, I've never been messed around so much in my life. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. That's too much of a bold statement. But I'm just saying, I was super frustrated. Like, to be, you know, I placed the order for one thing, they had to refund me, and then they told me they could get it. They had it in stock, I placed that order, and then they, you know, back ordered it again. So that happened. And technically, I have a Milodon one on order right now, but at the same time, I found this one. So let me show you guys this one real quick. Or I'll just tell you, it's easier. So I found one from a company. It's so cheap. I gotta show you guys. Let me just show you. So check this out. I found this one. This is like a small company, which is pretty cool. They're based out of Vegas. Look at this. So this is, they do custom oil pans, and they can make me one. It says $95, and you choose this. Add Hellcat, $95. So it comes out to $190 for the oil pan. So $190 versus like the 600 and something or whatever that I was telling you before. Like, the order that I placed through Jegs, it was like $860 for the oil pan. Like, it was just insane. But I figured that's the only options we had, but I found that company. So I talked to them. It's made to order, so I'm supposed to call there on Monday because they're closed for the holidays. And I think we might go that route since that'll get a pan on the way. But yeah, it's like a fraction of the price of the other ones, and it'll actually be, they said it would ship out for me like end of next week, so that'll be kind of cool. Holy moly, hold on, let me catch up to you guys. David, keep up the great work, bro. Love the daily videos. I appreciate it, David. Thank you. Thank you. So, man, everyone's dropping them super chats. Appreciate it, guys. So thank you, David. And Enrique, $50. Jeez. Oh man, you guys are going at it. I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, it's all gonna go back into parts. So Enrique says, hey John, love how the Dakota is coming along. Hope this helps for more chicken wings and Modelo's for this Saturday. Keep up the good work, bro. Love the content as always. Street Beast Hellcoda. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Like I said, I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. Let me grab a drink. I'm dying here. I'm still choking from the friggin' hot pepper that friggin' Jonathan made me eat. If you guys watched my little vlog from yesterday on the second channel, it was pretty funny. That freaking guy's crazy. He eats like this. We get like these green peppers with our food. We got like this Mediterranean food. It was pretty decent, but I think. And then somebody was like, "Why didn't you review the food or tell us how it was?" I was choking and dying so much after this. I didn't even think to tell you guys how the food was. I was just like struggling to breathe. So he gives me this little green pepper that was with it. He's eating it. He's like, "Oh, try the green pepper. It's really good, really good." I'm like, "Is it hot?" He's like, "No, it's not hot at all. It's sweet." I take one bite out of this thing, and luckily it was at the end of the meal, so I could still enjoy my food, or I enjoyed my food before this happened. Take one bite of this stupid pepper, and the freaking guy wanted to kill him. And instantly, like, it was like I ate it, chewed it, whatever, and then my mouth just went. I just felt it go, and like my mouth was so on fire. And I'm decent with hot stuff. Like I use hot sauce and stuff, but like my mouth was so on fire that when I would breathe in, it literally made me like start choking and gagging. This thing was so spicy. I completely guzzled my whole drink, and I was like, oh, I was fuming for a while. So yeah, if you guys need a new friend, um, Jonathan could be your new friend. I'm just teasing. So thank you everybody so far that's donated with the super chats in tonight's stream. Like I said, a lot of money being spent on these projects, but I can definitely assure you guys that all of your donations, contributions, and support is definitely not going to waste. We're putting everything right back into this channel and into these projects. All right, I'll try to get through some of your comments, but you guys are live in the chat right now, so let's see. Wayne, oh yeah, so the oil pan. Ben, what up? Cheers from Canada, man. Loving the vids and progress you're making on the build. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. We're gonna keep plugging on here. John Smith, well worth it in the end, but I agree it is a bit of work. Yeah, like you guys already know, and I've seen a few comments like, why would you do that? Why would you do all that? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just put the stock dash back in? Well, if we wanted the easy way out, we wouldn't have started this project from the get-go, and there would, without some struggles and without being different, there wouldn't be a channel, right? So, I mean, if we wanted to, go the easy way out, we would have just built the 5.9 and done something like that, right? That wouldn't have been that much, difficulty to send the motor off to get fully built and do it that way. But we didn't choose the easy route. We chose the more difficult way, which is, a little bit more exciting, I think. And it's not the easy way, that's for sure, to make all this stuff fit. So, yeah, I mean, why stop there, right? So we did the engine, and I had to have all the modules anyways to make the transmission run the way I wanted it to, at least with the factory computer. So that's why we have all the modules. That's why we have the dash. Ceramic, what's up from Vancouver? What's up, Canada? What is up, Ceramic Ram? I like that color, by the way. Ceramic Ram is sweet. Wayne, the blue meanie. Is that what that thing is? A blue meanie dancing around? The little plum or whatever the heck that thing is? A pear? Joshua, let it be sleeper, no stickers. True. Ceramic Ram says 6.2 to supercharge. I just think that, like, even though you guys know, I know that engine's in there, like, I feel like people, like, are going to see that sticker and, like, they're just going to think it's, like, almost like a racer or something. I almost think, like, it's better to have less badges than it is to have badges. But I don't know. We'll see what we come up with. Adrian says, leave it a sleeper. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Ben, hey, Ceramic Man. Oh, you guys are both from BC. Joshua, another 4th gen, 99.9. Can't answer. You guys are going to have to wait till next week. Destiny, greetings from Georgia. What's up, Destiny? All the way from Georgia. I wonder how the weather is down there right now. I think I need to get out of state. You guys. Part of me wants to, like, I feel like with all the vehicles and all the projects, I almost want to go somewhere that's got, like, more space. I think it'd be cool to have, like, some sort of shop on more land and stuff like that, so I could, have more space, honestly. More space, not so crowded, that kind of thing. But I just don't know what state I would go. I don't know if it would be Texas. or Florida or Arizona. I don't know. Still haven't decided. Maybe if there's some of you guys subscribers, maybe once all this Rona stuff goes away, I could start coming out and hanging out with some of you guys. Actually, how do I do this without spoiling everything? Comment in the chat, guys. Where are you guys from? Is there a lot of people that are in Texas or different areas? I'm trying to figure out how I can. All right, let's say it this way. The vehicle and the surprise that I have for you next week. I think, like, tentatively, it's pretty much 100%, but it's not like set in stone. It looks like me and Jonathan are going to be traveling across the United States. So I think it would be cool. Like, I know all this nonsense going on, but it looks like we're gonna be driving from Thursday to like Saturday or Sunday across the U.S. So it would be cool if, I don't know if we could have like, I don't think our community is big enough to have like a pop-up event or anything like that, but if there's enough of you guys in one area, it'd be cool to, like, I don't know, meet up with some of you guys along the way. Let me see something here. Let me just check. See if I can name out some cities. Maps. Give me 1 second. And I can try to give you guys a better idea. Okay, so give me 1 second, guys. All right, so let me say it this way. It looks like we will be passing through, and depending on which way you guys think, or where you guys are, we could be going through Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to be starting off around West Virginia, going through Nashville, Tennessee, going through, I always mess this up, Arkansas, Oklahoma, the top of Texas, New Mexico, and through Phoenix. So if you guys are in any of those areas, let me know. What city is this? I'm just looking at a map. We could go through one of two ways. We could go through Nashville and even Memphis, or we could go through Louisville or Louisville. I'm gonna mess that up too. You're probably gonna laugh at me, and St. Louis. So which way are you guys in any of those cities? I know there's a lot of guys in Texas, but I think you guys are all in like Dallas or Houston area and stuff like that, the southern part of Texas. But it looks like we're gonna go through like Amarillo, which probably not that many people that are subscribed here going there, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know that real quick. So it'd be cool, like, if there was enough people in one area, maybe you guys can comment in the chat, like, if there's a bunch of guys in any of those cities, or at least a handful, we can maybe stop off at a certain time and I can let you guys know where we are. But like I said, I don't like to make false promises, but it does look like this is a go. We're just ironing out the final details, but if I can start kind of letting you guys know some of the stuff that's going to go on, it might be able to put something together. Where are we in the comments? Have you seen Incredible Hemi's 4th gen on YouTube? Yeah, no, I've seen his stuff. He's got the Whipple and stuff. So I think he's finally got that thing dialed in. I know he was having some issues with the rear end and, you know, holding the launch and stuff like that, but I think he's finally starting to get her dialed in. So it should be exciting to see what he does. So if you guys don't know, like, my 4th gen Ram ran a 12.1 in like a 3000 DA, so it ran really fast. Crew cab truck. It was fully loaded, stock transmission, stock torque converter, stock drivetrain actually. So I can say all that. So it didn't have anything like it. The whole engine was untouched. The only thing it had was bolt-ons, stock intake manifold, all that stuff. So we ran a 12.1 with the Pro Charger kit, And that was as much as I wanted to do with it because I really didn't want to turn my truck into a drag truck. So that was kind of my opinion. I know everybody has their own opinions on what they want to do, but that was like my daily at the time. I didn't want to turn it into a full drag truck. I just kind of wanted to be like, this is what you could do with something that you could still consider your daily, a practical daily. And it looks like, Incredible Hemi's taking it a step further. So I think he's trying to break into the tens with his setup, which I think he should be able to do with all the stuff he's got done, right? Like built rear end, I think at this point, with having a stall, like a converter in there, he's got 4-wheel drive, so he technically could have all the traction he needs. And you guys already know, I think he's got a 6.4 intake manifold. Or actually, I don't think he has the intake manifold since he's got the Whipple now, right? But anyways, yeah, he's got the Whipple, so I'm sure he'll get there. Just like anything. Same thing with this truck, right? The Dakota we're building. So, I mean, once we get it running, that's one part, right? Getting something running is one part of the challenge, and then the rest is sorting everything out to make it go fast. So, I'm sure we'll be going through, similar growing pains, but yeah, no, I've definitely watched this stuff too. Ethan, when are you going to the Rockstar Garage Burnout? What's up, Ethan? I don't know. Send me that invite. I'll go. I don't know what I'm going to bring, though. But, yeah. Ethan, send me that invite. Let's go. I don't know if I have anything to burn out right now, though. I can't believe you guys are doing all those burnouts back there. But that's cool. You guys got the go-ahead. If you guys don't know, where we did the burnout in the Dakota, before we changed the tires, that was at Rockstar Garage. That's what Ethan's referring to. RSG, Rockstar Garage. But check out their Instagram, Rockstar Garage. They started doing all these like burnout contests, or I don't know if it's a contest yet, but they're doing all sorts of burn yards in the back of their shop, which is super cool. So I'll have to go by again when they're doing it. Jay, does the box fit without cutting anything? What do you mean box fit? I think you mean the heater box, but no, I have to modify some stuff. Gustavo, how about 3D printing a custom vent? That thing would be huge, right? Like, honestly, I don't know if it kind of comes through on the videos, but like that thing is like, I don't know, almost 3 feet wide. Maybe not 3 feet, like at least 2 feet though. So to 3D print that, you'd have to have a huge 3D printer. I don't even own a 3D printer, but we'll get her done. I'm going to play with it again tomorrow. Since looks like I'm taking off next week, I'm going to try to get as much done as I can in the next few days. Not to rush things, but just really buckle down and get a bunch of stuff done. So, like I said, I really, really, really want to finish the firewall, because once I finish the firewall, I like doing all the modifications. That means I can hang the engine, which I really want to hang the engine for a couple reasons. One, I just want to get it in there. Two, I want it off the garage floor because it's not that it's on the floor physically, but it's on a pallet and stuff. But like, just so I can reclaim my space, because one of the things with me and maybe with you guys is when you're trying to do this much stuff, I find like organization is key. So if my stuff is all over the place, I can't have like a clear head to be able to tackle and approach, different challenges in life. It doesn't matter what it is, honestly. Like, I keep my house clean, I keep my cars clean, like I just like to focus on the task at hand, and when there's stuff scattered all over the place, I just find it's harder to focus on something. So with the garage right now, with the limited space we have, with 3 vehicles in there, and having all that stuff and the components that we need to have, but they're laid out on the floor, it kind of messes with my head a little bit. I prefer it not to be that way, but it's what I have to deal with. I don't have any other space to do that with, but yeah. We'll see. Not that we're gonna rush it, and I still gotta paint the firewall after we're done modifying it. But where are we? What's your email, man? It's boostedmotorsports88@gmail.com. D, throw out the first letter of the upcoming surprise. Gotta leave you guys in suspense. Come on, we got so much going on here. You guys got plenty of stuff to get excited about. I gotta keep this one under wraps until we get there. I don't like talking too much until I like know for sure something's a done deal, which it should be. But I'm just saying, you never know. Ceramic. I traded my 4th gen 1500 for Cummins 3500. Game changer. Never looking back. Yeah, that's, if you're towing, that's definitely the way to go. For sure, for sure. D. Those peppers are great roasted or on the barbecue. They were, but man, that thing was hot. Alfonso, yo, finally made it. What's up, Alfonso? Pookie and Ray Ray, exhaust cutout or mid pipes? Depends what you're trying to do. Exhaust cutout gives you the luxury of making the noise when you want. Mid pipes is gonna make it louder, but you don't have that adjustability. I honestly, one of my favorite mods on anything is electric cutouts. I'm like sold on that. I gotta get more sound clips and stuff of the Viper truck, but it sounds so good. And even my 4th gen Ram, when I had it, that thing had sounded awesome too. George, you were talking about upgrading the rear end. Look into Curry rear ends. They will build it to fit. It's super strong. Yeah, like I said, well, for now we'll get everything working and running. It's like I said, this thing is going to be a bit of an ongoing process. So for now, like I said, we got our hands full, but I want to get everything together, finish the dash project, the interior project, and then we're going to be working around the engine bay, getting all that stuff, the electrical, the wiring, and I'd like to get it running, obviously, and get it working, and then we can start, there's so many different things we can do to this thing, you guys, like even other projects which are going to be a little bit time consuming, but I do want to tackle at some point, are like the door handles. So I have the door handles, and I even cut out the door skin like this big around where the door handles go, because my plan is to put charger door panels on it that have the sensors in them, so that when you walk up and you have the key fob on you, you walk up and you stick your hand underneath the door handle, then it's going to pop the lock and open. That's eventually the extent that I want to try to take it to. So, but just finding the time to do it and priorities, right? Priorities is all the electronics for the dash and getting all that stuff working, and the engine. Then like we can mess with the doors later. For now, if I have to use the key to open the door and get inside, that's fine. But there's a lot to tackle. But yeah, we'll deal with the rear end once we cross that bridge. I might honestly just get a drive shaft for that rear end, and you guys already know it's going to need to be beefed up, but at least if it's operational, it'll be cool. D, don't let the seeds on the tip of your tongue. I think I might have done that because I was dying. John, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Exactly. That's what I keep saying. John also says, I love the videos, watching from Canada. What part of Canada, John Smith? What part of Canada? Rookie. Oh, Pookie and Ray Ray. Well, mid pipes or exhaust cutouts get rid of the bad exhaust sounds in the 5. Is there a bad exhaust sounds in the 5.7? I think 5.7 sound pretty good. Big says, I can't wait for the Dakota. Me too, man. That thing is going to be a beast. I can't wait. Pookie. Also, which one would cause more pops and cracks? I don't know. It really depends on your tune, not so much the exhaust exit. It really depends how the tune is. I mean, you get pops and cracks from cutouts and exhaust. It just depends. Joey Washington. I don't know what he's responding to. Miguel Allen. Oh, Washington. Oh, okay. So I'm catching up to you guys in the comments from when I was talking about where you guys are located. So Joey's up in Washington. I don't think we'll be passing through there. McAllen, Texas. I think McAllen is near Dallas, right? Alfonso says, yo, is it cold where you live? Just curious. I'm in Florida. No, during the day it's up in like the 70s, like low 70s, but at night it gets cold. At night it's like, lately it's been down in like 40s, even sometimes 30s, but then during the day it's up to like low 70s again. Alfonso, I just answered that one. D, Southeast Arizona. Southeast. Is that near Phoenix or no? I think we're going through Phoenix. Eric is in Houston. Yeah, he's way south, unfortunately. Denver, Colorado. John's in Dallas. I'm usually in Dallas quite a bit, you guys. Usually for work without all this Rona going on, but I'm usually in Dallas quite a bit. I actually lived in Dallas for like 6 months, if you guys don't know. lived out there for work for a bit. I don't know. I'm debating the Texas thing. I almost moved back out there for work this year. It was like, I don't know, I want to say like 90% it was a go, and then I didn't end up doing it. But I don't know. It'd be nice to be in a little bit more forgiving state. Southern Arizona, man, come on down. Cannabis is legal here now. Well, believe it or not, I don't smoke. Never have. Never been my thing. But that's cool. That's cool. I don't hate on people that do. I just never been my thing personally. Joshua, Midwest for me, Indiana. Okay. He's in Indiana where Whistling Diesel's at. Lamar, Texas, what part of Texas? Nobody's probably going to be in Amarillo, right? That's too far north. I don't think anybody's. I think it's a smaller community up there. I grew up in Idaho, Montana, but currently live in Washington State. How is it up there right now? Is it decent up there with all this nonsense going on? Alfonso, South Florida, Northern CA. Boise, Idaho. Not bad. I know some friends that are moving to Boise, I think. Oscar, any plans on boxing in the frame that wasn't set up for 700? Not necessarily boxing it up. We'll see what happens, honestly. It's not going to break it, right? But, I mean, we might get some flex for sure. But at some point, I'm going to have to roll cage it because we're probably going to get kicked out if we end up doing what we're intending to do. And I do want to make it proper so that we can actually go and enjoy an event and not just show up. The last thing I want to do is build this truck, go all the way to an event, and then run like one pass and get kicked out. That would be no fun for anybody, right? So, I don't know. We'll see how the build goes and how much noise we can make in the community with this thing and how big the project gets and how big the channel gets, hopefully, as well. It would be cool to get a company that, I could work with that builds, is more focused on drag stuff. If I could work with them to build a cage for this thing, a proper one, that would be all NHRA legal and stuff. That would, stiffen up the chassis for sure. And that way when we go to the track and we, do what we want to do and go there to do, we're not getting booted. So, but like I said, baby steps, right? We're still only on the dash. So let's get through the dash. Then we'll work through the engine, transmission. Then we'll work with the rear ends. And then it's going to be an ongoing thing. So it's not going to happen overnight. So we'll just keep chipping away. Alfonso's in Florida. Not bad. Not a bad place to be at all. MG. Sierra Mista, Arizona. Where's that near? Indiana. Sierra Vista. Oh, we got a couple people from Sierra Vista. I love the Nashville area. Need the Ram 1500 back, bro, aka a single cab. I don't think I need any more single cabs. We already got too many single cabs on the channel, boys. We got 2 single cabs. No more single cabs. No more single cabs. Lamar says RGV. I don't know what RGV is. Shake my head. Big. Forget Memphis. I install alarms for a living. One of the cities that I am the busiest in. Oh, so don't go through there is what he's saying. That's what you mean. Don't go through Memphis. Let me see, actually. Where is this trying to take us? Right now? I don't think. No. Yeah, it has us going through. We could go all over the place, honestly. I wonder what the difference would be going through there. How many people are in Dallas? Should we swing through Dallas? It would be a detour, but I could swing through there. How many people would meet up if we went through Dallas? Let's see that. Matthew Mann. I'd say go through Nashville instead of Louis. I'm going to keep messing. Is it Louisville or Louisville? I don't know. One of the two. You probably have a bigger following in Nashville. I don't know if we have anybody in here from Nashville, do we? Boosted Motorsports fans, we love you. What? That's cool. Somebody made a YouTube boosted motorsports fans. That's awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate that. That's cool that you made that page. John Smith, you can cut the plastic heat ducts and bolt them where they go and use flex tubing to join. John, so which I've seen people make mention of the flex tubing. Which ones are you guys mentioning? Like, you're not talking like those cheesy ones that go to like a dryer that looks like, it's all like tinfoil, right? Because the Dakota one had like a black corrugated piping, which if I could find like the black stuff, like you're talking about, that would be kind of cool. But I don't know where I would get that. But I would definitely not put like that aluminum looking dryer vent stuff because I think that would look super cheesy. But let me know where I could get something that would be suitable. Nathan, 4th gen Ram? Don't know. D, laugh out loud. There used to be a place called Henry's Axle in Southern California, but that was years ago. XTM, I think. Hyped for this project, fam? Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm hyped for it too, man. I'm hyped for it too. There's just so much going on. It's cool to see. Like, I know the channel's not huge, but it's growing and it's getting exciting, guys. It's getting exciting. And next week, like I said, if you guys have been in the live chat tonight for a while, like next week, I got another exciting thing coming as well. Ceramic Ram, I like how you added music while doing tasks on the Dakota. Kind of like TV series, makes it more enjoyable. Thanks, man. Yeah, the problem is I can't keep everybody happy. Some people are gonna like certain types of music and this music and that music. A lot of the different YouTubers were using kind of the same music, including me. Like, you guys probably watch like Goon Squad and whether it's Street Speed or any of those ones, or everybody's kind of using the same, like, I call it popcorn music. It just sounds like, I don't know. It's just like, it's music that you can't get copyrighted for, but everyone's stuck to a bunch of copyright free music. But I found some stuff that I think is kind of a little bit more like you said, like the Hot Rod TV stuff. And I don't know, I've just been trying it out. So if you guys like it, let me know. Pookie. Okay, thanks, Boosted. Appreciate you reading the chat. No problem, man. And John Smith, Niagara Falls. It's cold here. Yeah, I have a bunch of family in Niagara Falls too. Have you considered a shaker or cowl hood for the Dakota? If you guys know, I have the hood from the Charger Hellcat, and my plan is eventually, like I said, we got way too many things to do right now, but eventually I was going to try to take that Hellcat hood and graft it onto a stock Dakota hood. So I think it's gonna look super badass. Definitely be a first, but yeah, that's my plan for the hood. I want to do something different. D, 15 miles from the Mexico border. I-10 is about 20 miles north. Okay, so that's not too far. Not too far. Ray, Hell Dakota gonna be a monster. That's the plan, Ray. That's the plan. Saludos desde Mexico. I'm terrible at Spanish, as you guys can probably tell. Nathan, Texas. We're in Texas. Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, I think you're probably too far southeast from where we're coming from. Joshua signing off. Thanks, John. All right, take care, Joshua. John Smith. I'm sure Jags would carry the flex tubing or Summit Racing. The different music is definitely something fresh. Thanks, man. You pronounce Louisville without the S, so Louisville. Oh, okay. I always get confused or I always forget which way everyone pronounces it. Ben says no copyright music. Basically, what it is, no copyright sounds. Yeah, so I'm familiar with those different channels that have the non-copyright music, but it's just you're stuck to, especially with putting in the background. There's only so many different songs and stuff that have no lyrics, because when they start singing in the background, then I'm trying to talk and tell you guys stuff. it really narrows down the songs that I can use. Plus songs that are going crazy in the background. If I'm just talking to you guys and the song's going ballistic in the back, it doesn't go together. So I'm conscious of that. So, but I did find some decent music lately. It's kind of a little more, I guess, rock type music. But I've tried like the electronic music, which most of the YouTubers are using. But yeah, just switching it up a bit. That's a sweet idea for the hood. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So, yeah, I can't. What else can we talk about? I can't really tell you guys too much about the surprise next week, but I do promise that it's gonna be worth the wait. This weekend I'm gonna be working more on the Dakota, so I'll try to see how much I can get done. Pretty much where I'm at right now is the heater box. Seeing, I guess. Now, like I said, this is one of the good parts about taking a step back from the project and then thinking about stuff and coming back to it. I think the order of events, as far as us cutting that bulge, is tomorrow. Take the heater box with the blower motor, the whole assembly, and really try to get an idea for where that needs to be. Once I figure out where that needs to be, then depending on how much of the bulge I have to cut to make the heater box work, then I can decide whether I'm going to take the whole thing or just a portion of it. So that if I'm going to take the whole thing, then we know we got to take the whole thing. If we're just going to take a portion of it, then we don't have to worry so much about trying to recreate that whole thing. I'll just maybe modify the box a little bit. And it also has to do with the height. So this way we're good, right? So if the dash is here, like front to back, we're okay. It's just up and down that we have to worry about. So if I can get away with keeping it low enough to fit underneath that bulge and I don't have to cut into it, I am going to go that way at all costs. So that would be the ideal situation. So I think that's where we're going to be at for that tomorrow. So I'll start trying to line up that and get an idea for where that's going to go. And then we can just go from there. Dan, hey, just popping in to say hi. Can't stay, but keep up the good videos. Appreciate it, Dan. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. Give a like before you take off. Take your time, man. Yeah, like I said, not gonna rush it, but it's nice to discuss it with you guys, get some different ideas going, and then kind of mull it over a little bit, and then ultimately decide which direction to go with things. But honestly, like once I don't want to jinx myself, but once the heater box is in and we have that mounted, like we have the heater box in and like the ducting's good, which the ducting, like ducts or whatever, that's not going to be that hard. It's just a matter of which way we do it. But once the heater box is in, we've got our holes cut out, everything's mounted, everything lines up, that's when I feel like I could take a huge breath of fresh air. And like I said, knock on wood, but the rest of it is going to be a lot more downhill and easy. Like the dash with the, putting all that stuff in there, that was like the most questionable part, whether it was going to work, honestly. So like I said, I truly didn't know how much work it was going to be to put the dash in, but I went into it with an open mind and a positive attitude that we could trim it up and get it to fit. But it actually fit a lot better than I had anticipated, and it's coming out amazing, as you guys could probably agree. But like I said, that was the biggest hiccup part. The rest of it, I honestly think is going to be fairly straightforward because we have the mounts from Holley, the Hooker Blackheart engine mounts. So our engine and our transmission is just going to drop right in, and there's not going to be a whole lot to do to that. The rest of it is just going to be hooking things up, right? So like I said, the hardest part is the part we're doing right now, and we're already pretty much halfway through it. We've got the dash mounted, we've got the frame for the dash mounted. The only thing left is just the heater box and getting that all fitted up. So we're halfway through the dash process, and like I said, once that's done, the rest of it should be fairly straightforward. The electrical part, some of you guys might be a little bit nervous about that, but that part doesn't scare me at all. I'm good with electronics, so and we already know it runs, so it's just a matter of what we want to get rid of. But that's all. It might be time consuming, the electronic part, but it won't be hard, right? So that's pretty much it. But I think I'm gonna sign off to you guys. I'm kind of beat from today. I'm gonna try to get some sleep so I can get a good fresh start on the morning. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, give a thumbs up before you take off. I think, is there any more comments before we kind of close this off? Let me see. Ceramic Ram. Also, the dash is messed up where the passenger airbag went off. Is there a fix for that? Yeah, so I'm probably going to try to smooth that out. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'll either send it out to get kind of wrapped. So I might try to get the dash wrapped and whatnot. So we'll see. Either way, we'll fix it. If not, I might get just another dash pad. We already know exactly where to cut it. So we'll get it sorted out, boys. But thanks, everyone. Like I said, give a thumbs up if you haven't already. And we'll keep you updated. I'm going to wake up, get a bunch of work done on that thing, and we'll keep going. So thanks again to everybody that contributed to tonight's live stream, all the super chats and donations. I do appreciate it. It'll go right back into all these parts that we're doing. So thanks again, guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And another upload this weekend as well.